the teeth. She for the streets, leave that hoe for the streets. Don't pay for pussy cause it's weak. No, you can't come with me, you belong in the streets. You covered, then she let another nigga beat. Man, I told you that these hoes for the streets.
I met the bitch outside of my complex. Bitch so fine, like she running for a contest. Ass so nice, yo, I'm thinking I should wipe that. Have a couple kids, settle down, yeah, I like that. But the bitch capping and acting like a straight brat. Never wanna settle down, let a nigga wife up. Rather hit the club, shake their ass and get tossed up. Bitch straight nasty, no class sassy. Alley cat, black foot, bitch get the backseat. Nothing but a gold digger, never should've fucked with her. Now she at the crib straight sleep cause she hungover. Bitches ain't shit, goddamn what's wrong with them? Just a waste of time, stupid bitches always lying. Always fucking for a dime, keep my money on my mind. Never trust no bitch, cause a bitch gon' be your bitch. And a bitch gon' switch and suck another nigga bitch.
Many hoes for the streets. Many hoes for the streets. Yeah, these hoes for the streets. I said these hoes for the streets. Many hoes for the streets. Many hoes for the streets. Yeah, these hoes for the streets. I said these hoes for the streets. Shit was cool for a week, but when you meet, you find out she for the streets. She gon' bust it for the teeth. She for the streets. Leave that hoe for the streets. Don't pay for pussy cause it's weak. No, you can't come with me, you belong in the streets. You covered, then she let another nigga beat. Man, I told you that these hoes for the streets. Shit was cool for a week, but when you meet, you find out she for the streets. She gon' bust it for the teeth. She for the streets. Leave that hoe for the streets. Many hoes for the streets. Many hoes for the streets. Yeah, these hoes for the streets. Hoes for the streets.
Fucking with my brothers, yeah, we riding. Fucking with my brothers, yeah, we riding. We riding. We riding. Fucking with my brothers, yeah, we riding. Fucking with my brothers, yeah, we riding. Yeah, we riding. We riding. Fucking with my brothers, yeah, we riding. Fucking with my brothers, yeah, we riding. I get the order, yeah, I'm riding. Fucking with my brothers, yeah, we riding. Fucking with my brothers, yeah, we riding. Fucking with my brothers, yeah, we riding. I get the order, yeah, I'm riding. Fucking with my brothers, yeah, we riding. UPK run the corners and war like apparel. We put on a whole armor. Fuck the numbers, the Lord with us, we stronger. Niggas in their feelings, but they better keep their distance. Cause if they run up on us, it's gonna be an ugly day. We gon' fall on you faggots just like the Kentucky 8. Y'all niggas don't really want no problems. Cause we got brothers on Shamar that's itching to get to solve them. Pray to get the order just to follow it. We don't give a fuck about your pride, better swallow it. I'ma ride for my brothers and I die for this truth. Don't believe me, and you could be the proof, nigga. Fucking with my brothers, yeah, we riding. Fucking with my brothers, yeah, we riding. I get the order, yeah, I'm riding. Fucking with my brothers, yeah, we riding. Fucking with my brothers, yeah, we riding. Fucking with my brothers, yeah, we riding. I get the order, yeah, I'm riding. Fucking with my brothers, yeah, we riding. Cannon of the Western, surrounded by my brothers, and damn it, it's a blessing. When we pull up on you while you panicking and stressing, acting like a bitch with anxiety, mixed with manic and depression. I can hear your heartbeat, and you scared cause you know them bullets ripping through flesh like sharp teeth. But you can catch the Yah Karab after you get your ass beat. We'll double back and finish the job. We can box it out and shoot shit. Whole team full of killers, don't push us cause we known to get ruthless. We welcome all smoke, we ain't hiding. Nigga, if you fucking with my brothers, then we riding. Nigga, fucking with my brothers, yeah, we riding. Fucking with my brothers, yeah, we riding. I get the order, yeah, I'm riding. Fucking with my brothers, yeah, we riding. Fucking with my brothers, yeah, we riding. Fucking with my brothers, yeah, we riding. I get the order, yeah, I'm riding. Fucking with my brothers, yeah, we riding.
they travel and I see you point.
Shit was cool for a week, but when you meet, you find out she for the streets. She gon' bust it for the cheek. She for the streets, leave that hoe for the streets. Don't pay for pussy cause it's weak. No, you can't come with me, you belong in the streets. She fuck with you, and she try to fuck with me.
Man, y'all know these hoes for the streets, man. Y'all better leave them alone.
Let me tell you niggas by the whole mind. She was cool at first, but then the hoe done lost her whole mind. She was coming over cooking, had a nigga ear right. Baking chicken in the oven, boiling up some jasmine rice. By the time I would find that this hoe is always lying, and when you catch her in the lies, the bitch resort to crying. Realize she for the streets, it ain't take me much time. Had a nigga calling me, blowing up my fucking line. It was over before it started. This bitch was acting retarded, telling me it's just a brother. Yeah, as if I bought it. Better be cautious. These hoes is up for auction. You taking home a woman that gave a box to the office, and it's gonna be a movie the way she party with sausage. If you think that hoe for you, then you have really lost it. Sorry, I'm being honest, the truth will come out regardless. So let this be a reminder that some of these bitches garbage. Shit was cool for a week, but when you meet, you find out she for the streets. She gon' bust it for the teeth. She for the streets, leave that hoe for the streets. Don't pay for pussy cause it's weak. No, you can't come with me, you belong in the streets. You covered, then she let another nigga beat. Man, I told you that these hoes for the streets.
$40 is $40 is $40. Say it 3 times, bet she sure get that pussy poppin'. She'll put you in the friend zone. I think she done let 100 niggas run 100 yards through her end zone. I wore hand-me-down clothes, never hand-me-down hoes, so I refuse to let you hand-me-down those. Yeah, she wanna sip, I suppose. Give her bread a whole loaf and buy a ring and propose the third one. Your open nose, she barely got on some clothes and fucking all of your bros and busting it when you gone. Yeah, man, that hoe gonna be a hoe like JT said in that song. Might as well let her go, yeah. Hollering about she bad and how she is a snack. A woman with class, but she wash her face with her ass rag. Real ass bitch, give a fuck by the nigga. And none of you hoes can get a fuck out of nigga, yeah.
Shit was cool for a week, but when you meet, you find out she for the streets. She gon' bust it for the teeth. She for the streets, leave that hoe for the streets. Don't pay for pussy cause it's weak. No, you can't come with me, you belong in the streets. You covered, then she let another nigga beat. Man, I told you that these hoes for the streets.
I met the bitch outside of my complex. Bitch so fine, like she running for a contest. Ass so nice, yo, I'm thinking I should wipe that. Have a couple kids, settle down, yeah, I like that. But the bitch capping and acting like a straight brat. Never wanna settle down and let a nigga wipe her. Rather hit the club, shake their ass and get tossed up. Bitch straight nasty, no class sassy. Alley cat, black foot, bitch get the backseat. Nothing but a gold digger, never should've fucked with her. Now she at the crib straight sleep cause she hungover. Bitches ain't shit, goddamn, what's wrong with them? Just a waste of time, stupid bitches always lying. Always fucking for a dime, keep my money on my mind. Never trust no bitch, cause a bitch gon' be your bitch. And a bitch gon' switch and suck another nigga's dick. Real niggas.
Many hoes for the streets. Many hoes for the streets. Yeah, these hoes for the streets. I said these hoes for the streets. Many hoes for the streets. Many hoes for the streets. Yeah, these hoes for the streets. I said these hoes for the streets. Shit was cool for a week, but when you meet, you find out she for the streets. She gon' bust it for the teeth. She for the streets, leave that hoe for the streets. Don't pay for pussy cause it's weak. No, you can't come with me, you belong in the streets. You covered, then she let another nigga beat. Man, I told you that these hoes for the streets. Shit was cool for a week, but when you meet, you find out she for the streets. She gon' bust it for the teeth. She for the streets, leave that hoe for the streets. Many hoes for the streets. Many hoes for the streets. Yeah, these hoes for the streets. Hoes for the streets.
Home of the truth, we take off. Don't like what we say, cause they soft. If they ain't with it, that stay lost. If they make up a group, it's a break off. And we don't do unity camps. It's only one body in Christ. We follow these laws. Endure to the end that we sacrifice. Every day we working, exposing these lies and false teachers. Hell yeah, we gon' talk about it. Blasting the truth through these loudspeakers. You niggas just acting like bitches. Only care about riches. Give a fuck about your feelings. You're killing our sisters. And I can't forget to mention you niggas is snitches. Got us fucked up. Y'all niggas just talk tough. Acting like y'all about shit. Y'all really need to shut the fuck up. UPK, we warlords, we take ground and we here to stay. Get rid of the get gone, fuck a break off, y'all in the way. Let me tell you something, man. The Isupk under Commander General Yohana been here since 1969. We ain't gonna let no fake Israelite group, no unity camp. You understand? No fringes on the shirt wearing motherfuckers tell us what the fuck to do, man. Y'all sitting here letting heathens in your group killing our sisters, man.
Hello, Florida.
Goddamn shame of yourself, man.
Isupk.
We gonna stand for that, man. We're gonna continue to speak out against that.
About to get in
there. Nowhere, man. You ain't gonna run us off no
Okay.
block. You understand? Under normal circumstances, I would have a whole nother verse on this song. See, these ain't normal circumstances. These the type of circumstances where everything needs to be addressed, man. Everything need to be put out on the table, man. A mirror need to be put out in front of you niggas' faces, man, so y'all can see what y'all doing. You need to see your transgressions. That's the only way this shit gonna get resolved, man. That's the only way we're gonna be able to sit down at the table. You gotta get rid of your pride, man. You gotta repent from your transgressions. You gotta come together, man, and one body. Now, Isupk is the home of the truth. The Isupk is that one body. That's the only way this gonna get resolved. So now, what you gonna do? You either gonna barbecue, you gonna meal do, man. You gotta make a choice. And those are your only options. I pray you understand.
All right. Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. Started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. We're under Commanding General Yohana. Not affiliated with any other Hebrew Israelite groups. And since 1969, this school has been teaching Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indian people that they are God's chosen people. We are the people that the Most High went into the covenant with, okay? We are the Israelites. We are the people that makes the earth great. Okay, we are the people that the Lord wants to rule the earth. The people on the bottom right now today in 2022 are the people that God aspires to be great. He wants us to be great. The question is, do you want to be great? Okay? As a human being, as a person, do you want to be great? You know what it takes to be great in the earth as a Black, Hispanic, or Native Indian? As God's chosen people? Let me tell you what it takes for you to be great. Keep his law, statutes, and commandments. Do what God said to do. This is the Florida, this is the Isupk Florida law class. And that just goes right into what, you know what I mean? Like, do what God said to do. If the God of the universe told his chosen people to do something, guess what it is? It's a law. I told you to do it. It's the law. There's no way around it. I told you to do it. This is the law. You do this thing or die, right? You do this thing or die. You do this thing or go to jail. You do this thing or get hung on the tree, okay? You do what I said to do or you die or you be on the bottom or you know what I'm saying? Or you gonna suffer. It's called a law. Along with law comes judgments. You don't keep the law, you get judged. The judgment for Black people, Hispanic, and Native Indian people will be on the bottom. Let's start there. I want to do something else. Let's go ahead and Deuteronomy, right?
28:1.
Yeah, let's get it. You know what I mean? Deuteronomy. Let's start with Deuteronomy. If you don't do what God say, you're gonna be judged.
Let's start at 15.
Come on.
I ain't there yet. I can recite it from memory.
Yeah, go ahead. Hey, give me one.
All right. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 1.
Yep.
And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
Right. That's it. Listen to what Officer Itazab just read to you. Okay. The people that God went into a covenant with, okay, are not ruling the earth today. But these people, this is who these people is talking to right here, what he just read. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, if you will do, hearken means to do and listen. If you will hearken unto God, not man, okay, not Esau, not the Chinese man, not the African man, but to God. If you will hearken and listen to his voice, okay, hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to see and do. Observe. I see it, I'm going to do it. And to do all his commandments. Observe. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying, Lord. I see what you're saying, Yahweh. I see what you're saying. I see what you're laying down. I feel it. I know what you're saying. Don't eat this. Don't celebrate that. I see what you're saying. Okay, I see what you're saying. To observe it. I see what you're saying. And to do all his commandments. Not only if you know it, because there's so many people that say, yeah, I know we Israelites. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow. I'll talk to you later. No, just knowing it is not enough. Okay? You got to know it and do it. Right?
Right.
You got to know it and do it. That's what this scripture is saying. Okay? If thou should hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, see and know, and to do his commandments. Not only know it, but to do it, right, which I command thee this day. Okay? That the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations. That was the promise. That was God's end of the covenant. That was his part of the covenant. That was, if you do what I say and you be my people, you be my children, you be obedient to me, nigga, you'll rule the earth. You'll be over everybody else. There's how many nations? 18 nations on earth?
17.
17. Not including us.
Right.
Right. You'll be over everybody. Mm-hmm. I'll set you on high above all nations of what? The earth. Not the world, but the earth. This whole big old rock that we walk around on. We will be over everybody. How is that going to happen? Because like the power that we went into a covenant with, like he makes things happen. We can't make it happen. We can dream about it. Niggas got dreams. I got dreams. I got dreams. I got dreams of ruling the earth.
Right.
You know what I mean? But listen, I need my family to be with me. We got to be on the same page. Mm-hmm. I need other blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians to be on the same page as I am. so we can do this thing and rule the earth. Okay, now you can give me 15.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass.
But, we just, listen, the Lord gave you the glorious part in verse 1. This is glorious. You'll rule the earth if you do what I say. Now, we agreed to it. This shit sounds solid. That's solid, man. Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take it. I'll do it. All I got to do is what? Keep certain days. Keep your days. Not eat certain things. Not deal with certain people. Love my brothers. I can love Isupk all day if that's going to put me on top of the earth. You know what I mean? I'm going to love this nigga all day.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's heavy.
Hey, I'm looking out for him. That I'm going to prefer basically to love your brother. It's so crazy because I was thinking about this earlier. All I do is think about the truth. To love a Negro, Hispanic or Native Indian, it's just to prefer him first.
Right.
I can have a good, pet. I can have a good servant that's not, my people. You know what I mean? But listen, I go through certain stuff at Slave, but even if you wrong my nigga over another nation, you right. You still right. You still right. You still right. You know what I'm saying? You still right. I prefer you over them. I prefer you over them. You know what I'm saying? You right. You know what I mean? You right. And what's not right to what they can see, we'll handle it. You know what I mean? Sure. We'll handle it behind the scenes.
Right.
But in retrospect, with everybody, you right. You right. You know what I mean? I don't care if you're wrong. Oh yeah, it should have been run. What you said? You said that? Yeah, you wrong. He said, I don't care. Yeah. And then you can go back later and tell him, you know what I mean? Do this, do that. You know what I mean? Like, but in the face of everybody else, you right, my nigga. Yeah, you right. You know why? Because I prefer you. Yeah. I prefer you. And that's so crazy because we don't understand that. Like white people prefer white people. Yeah. And that's why they be like, why do you act like that? White? Because they just prefer. Okay. I'm gonna give you a real quick thing and then I'm gonna let you have it, right? We go into this office. This is a black company that I'm sponsoring. I'm with it. We out there. We go in the dang office, right? We employ this white guy. Which makes it so wonderful to me. Hey, I promise you, you don't know what it feels like to be able to oppress a white person. I get to oppress this cracker, dog. I'm telling you. Anyway.
Must be nice.
Yeah. So I oppress this as often as possible. But anyway, we go into the dang office. We go into the office, right? No, it's me. So we go into the office, and the brother who's over me, he go in the office now to while. And then, and then I come in behind him, and he's like, blah, 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 this, that, and the third. He's like, if you got a problem, deal with my brother right here. This is my partner, blah, blah, blah. Now, we employ this white man, right? And he on the job too. So this other white lady who in the office, she say, we'll deal with such and such. And I say, you know what? That's why we pay him, so you can deal with him. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, so you can deal with him. That's why we, you know what I mean? Yeah. That's why we pay him. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, it's just a thing. Like, it's so satisfying. You know what I mean? To be able to, you know what I mean? Like, be on a level where like, yeah, you prefer him, but I prefer this nigga. You know what I'm saying? And we employ him because it's going to make our relationship easier with you. You want to deal with him, fine. You know what I'm saying? But that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to deal with she prefer to deal with him. You know what I mean? Forget, you know what I mean? Like, who's the owner? Who's this? Who's that? I just want to be able to talk to him because he looked like me. He talked like me. You know, fine. Talk to him. We're going to make money off that. You know what I mean? We're going to make money off you talking and preferring him. It's about time we turn the tables. You know what I'm saying? We're going to make money off that. You know what I'm saying? So, fine. I prefer to deal, if any situation, I prefer to deal with a brother or sister. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it's natural. Yeah. That's natural. Yeah. And our God is telling us, if you just behave naturally, just behave naturally, I'll put you over the top of the earth. Right. Just behave natural. Listen, it's unnatural to want to deal with anybody who don't look like you, man, who don't talk like you, who don't act like you. That's unnatural, man. You know what I mean? Like, now you got to go an extra step to try to understand this person. You know what I mean? To be able to deal with them and understand them, and you know what I'm saying, and be able to, relate to them. Right, relate to them. You got to go the extra step. But with a nigga, I understand you. You know what I mean? Like, you talk the way I talk. You know? Go ahead, man.
You got to change things about yourself.
Yes.
To get along with them, you got to change things about yourself. Yes. Like you got to hold yourself back from saying certain stuff.
Yes, you got to act a certain way.
You got to act a certain
way.
You
act a certain way.
You got to change the words. I remember one time
that's it. You got to act.
Yeah.
I just said it. You got to act.
Yeah.
Naturally. Niggas talk. Niggas
talk.
niggas.
And you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I ain't got to say that. I gotta explain what I'm saying. None of that. I can just say what I'm saying, and you feel what I'm saying.
I got you. Oh, I got you, though. You know what I mean?
You feel me, brother?
I got you. That's going to be it. I got you. You know, don't even sweat it. Right. I got you. You know what I mean? Right. Say less.
Say less.
Got you.
No,
you gotta go. I got you. You know,
niggas say less, and niggas don't understand. Like, people, I don't want to say niggas. Niggas understand what say less.
You gotta say no more.
You gotta
I got you, baby. I got you.
God, you
know, say.
Hey, you know, my bad. I don't mean to.
I feel you, dog.
I wanted to say something, but I wanted to say something real quick, right?
Come on, man.
You know, like, I be seeing it like with like celebrities. And certain celebrities, it's just natural. And I love seeing it. It's like when it's like, all right, they got these talk shows and stuff. And it'll be two sisters on the panel. And they get to talking about a topic. And the two sisters will be looking at each other. And they just like, they communicate.
Yeah, they rolling.
It's like, it's just that's that natural love that you talking about. It's like, they get looking at them.
And it's like, I got you, baby.
Hey, I be loving seeing that.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, it's so crazy how like we understand and feel one another. But guess what? White people feel the same way, dog. I don't give a fuck how you think or what you feel. They understand. They know. They communicate like just like we communicate. They communicate the same way.
Absolutely.
Even if it's a white person that's trying to be down with the niggas, you know what I mean? He look at a white man, they communicate. It's naturally clicks. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I got you. You know what I mean? Like, that's because that's how they talk. Yeah, damn. You know what I mean? So, that's what's up, man. Go ahead, Trooper Gabor.
So I was gonna say, most of the time, when we around them, a lot of our people, they trim their waves. You know what I'm saying? To not show they niggerness, if I can call it that or say it like that.
What you're saying is so true, because I'm telling you the story. We in the office, me and my nigga, and the white lady say she preferred the white man we employ, and it's a black lady right there with her, right? And you know what I mean? Like, you can tell she got to kind of, you know what I mean? she got to conform and feel the way the other white lady feel, because that's the company she worked for. You know what I mean? But
Right.
naturally, I know she would be like, I'm looking at that bit. I'm looking at her wig. Hey, you ready to roll with a nigga? You know what I mean? But she can't, because you know what I mean. She in that damn room with them white people all day. She got to
Right.
conform. She can't be just, you know what I mean? Like, we walk in there, we kind of half niggerish, you know what I mean? Because it's a couple of niggas walking, and she can't just naturally be like, oh, I feel your vibe, baby. She gotta, you know what I mean? Like, she gotta stay a certain way to, you know what I mean? And I understand, because, you know, she want to keep her job, she want to, you know what I mean? But it's crazy because I want her to be able to, we walk in the door and she be like, niggas, you know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta excuse me. I'm just I am too damn rough out here. Oh man. People tell me all the time I'm too damn rough. But you know what I mean? Like, she, you know what I mean? We can't just be like, niggas, you know what I mean? Like, and go ahead and go into it. You know, she gotta be like, And it's crazy because when we talking, we doing it, she's kind of like waiting for us to get the hell out the room, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
She can go back to
can't compose herself.
right, and, you know, so she can go back to being, you know, Susan, whoever the hell she is, you know what I mean? While she's around these white people, you know what I mean? So that's it, man. You know what I mean?
We got it bad.
Yeah, it's rough out here, and it's so crazy. If we would just do what we just read, we can turn like we can flip the earth, man. We can flip the earth. Niggas can run the earth again.
Yeah, right.
And you know what's so crazy? 1 minute, Gobble War. The God of this Bible actually wants niggas to run the earth. And like people, everybody takes this Bible and changes it into something else. And in reality, the voice that's coming out of this book wants Negroes to run the earth, man.
Right.
It wants black supremacy to rule the earth. It wants nigga supremacy to reign.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
This Bible actually wants nigga supremacy. And we just, since the white man got all the money and all the cars and all the, you know what I mean, authority, go fucking just, you know what I mean, go ahead and roll with that instead of being what Christ was, which is a revolutionary. Go against what's, you know, the popular or the norm or the easy thing to do. Christ went against the easy thing to do so much till they killed him, dog. They hung him on a tree because he went against the easy thing. And listen, if you're in the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, I hope you realize you are, you know, going against the easy thing, and you may, you know what I mean, you are putting yourself in a position to be, you know, punished. You know what I mean? You're putting yourself in a position to get the same thing your king got. Okay? You're being Christ-like. He said if they hate you, they hated me first. So if they kill you, they kill me first. You better be ready for it. You know what I mean? You better be ready for it. Go ahead, Gabor.
Oh no, that was it, sir. I have no more.
No sign of Christ. Go ahead.
If I could, and it's crazy because if I may, like, you know, everything Christ did was an example. You know what I'm saying? Everything Christ did was like how to live the life that the Most High wants you to live.
That's
You know what I'm
true.
saying? Like from keeping the commandments all the way from your birth to your death,
Yep.
and giving your life if necessary.
Yep.
For the salvation of your people.
Yep.
You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's like everything he did was the blueprint. It was like I'm gonna show you what it takes to be a nigga.
Mm-hmm.
And like he did every step. So it's like don't be surprised. It's like okay, like I don't know about y'all, but you know what I'm saying? I don't know when everybody came in the truth, but if you was young enough to where your mom had an influence on you when you came into the truth, it's like they'll look at it like, oh, your grandparents, whatever. they looking at it like, oh, you know, that's dangerous. Like you just said, you putting your life on the line. You in the ISUPK, your life is on the line every day.
What you said is so. Listen. I came into the truth when I was 40 something, and the rib I was with when I came into the truth. Guess what she did?
She ain't here, is she?
She here? Well, she with me, but you see in the truth. I'm just saying. I'm saying. Guess what she did?
What she did?
She went and got a separate insurance policy on my ass. She's like, nigga, you about to die. You finna die. No. I'm telling you, I'm not lying to you, my nigga. She would have said, let me get some insurance on this thing. He about to die. This nigga is about to die right now. I hear telling the white man he is the devil and doing all this shit. She wanted.
Why'd she do that?
I'm telling you. I understood. I was like, shit, most time Christ.
Oh my God.
That's what I'm telling you. She saw and me saying that.
I was not ready for that.
Listen, here's the thing. Like that part can go to what Negroes know the truth. They know, you know what I mean? It's just we don't want to accept it. You know what I'm saying? They know what's what, and they see it, they feel it, they know it inside of them. We just don't want to accept it. Certain things, you know what I mean, we'll do, you know what I mean? But yeah, this nigga finna go die right now. She said, he about to die. She told me I got an insurance policy. You about to die. I'm like, all right, shit, no sweat. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I can't help.
Hey, and I hope the policy paid up because shit, you never know. Dealing with these motherfuckers crackers. Shit, I think about all the time. It's like, at what point is these crackers gonna say enough is enough for these motherfuckers?
Remember we was at camp and the cracker came up to the camp.
Yes. I'm just saying, like, I'm talking about like as far as like the government. When are they gonna say enough is enough? You know what I mean? Let's go round these motherfuckers up. You know what I mean? Like, who knows? You know what I'm saying? But the Lord, you know what I'm saying? The God of the universe, the God of niggas, believe it or not, you stand for him. And just like we've been reading in our Sabbath service for I don't know how many weeks now, how our power, you know what I mean, stood up for us.
Right.
And, you know, made us, you know what I mean, protected us and killed everybody for us. And so, you know what I mean? Like, that's it, man. That's it, man.
But yeah, like, so, you know what I'm saying? Like I was saying, like, man, it's crazy to me because like I said, Christ came and he did that. You know what I'm saying? He did everything that you should be doing as a human, as a Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian. And now you got Christians who call themselves Christ-like, say that they're Christians and they follow Christ and they do what Christ would have done, but Christ preferred his own. Christ died for his own. You know what I'm saying? And so for you to call yourself a Christian, but you hate niggas, because you know Black people hate niggas. They can't stand niggas. And so you know what I mean? Like it's like, bro, like if you a Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, and you look at another Black person like they or Hispanic, if you look at another Mexican like they less than you, or they don't deserve, you know, the same, like they don't deserve better treatment. You know what I'm saying? Just like you deserve better treatment, Black people deserve better treatment, but Mexicans deserve better treatment too.
That's right.
The Native Indians deserve better treatment too.
God damn right.
You know what I'm saying? You looking at them like they less than you. You know better than a white man.
Yeah.
You are a white supremacist. You a KKK member.
And like, I don't even know what you just said is so crucial, because in today's society, that's what we've become. We've become our oppressor.
Yeah. Okay.
That sister that I was talking about in that office, she preferred white people, just like that other white woman said, we'll deal with this cat. In her mind, she's like, yeah, we'll deal with him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because the brother that run the thing, he was standing kind of next to her, and she was like, She was like, why are you standing next to me? You know, she was like, I'm with her. You know what I mean? Like, why are y'all even in here? Send the white guy in. You know what I mean? Like, that's what we've become.
Right.
You know why? Because it's easy. Agreeing with them is easy. Not agreeing with them, what happens? Rosewood.
Yeah.
Black Wall Street.
Rosa
you get hung by
Parks.
tree. You get hung on a tree. You get, massacred. So niggas, wait a minute, this is easy. Just agree with this white person that's in power already. I get to eat. You know what I mean? My family gets to grow. Everything's good and easy. It's cohesive. Just got to agree with them. But what happens when you disagree with them? I'll tell you what happens when you disagree with them. They respect you more.
Yeah, that's a damn fact.
They'll respect you more. You might have to go to war with them,
Yep.
but they'll goddamn respect you. You know what I'm saying? They will respect you because when you just agree with them and do and feel the way they do, and they say this, they stupid. She is so, you know what I mean? Like, I want to tell this, you know what? Could you imagine what this other white woman is saying to you when you know what I mean? Like, you see, it's so crazy because I could just imagine what they say about your wig. She go, you see a wig? What the hell is that? Like,
They look at
you
it
know,
like a joke.
yeah, you know what I mean? We're a joke because we can't stand up. You know what I mean?
Like LeBron James, shut up and dribble.
Yeah,
He's a joke.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
you a basketball player.
Yeah.
Dude. If I could,
No, go
I
ahead.
finish.
No, go
It's
ahead.
like, cause I wanted to ask Eugene Nix, man. What's your nationality, Eugene Nix? He said okay, no sweat. He said I actually prefer the company of so-called black to Edomites. Some guy named Eugene Nix. He says, but what about people who are predominantly white but actually have black in them, and some of the relatives show and others do not? Oh, okay, I get what you're saying. And you've had blood DNA test done and it proves it's in you. All right, listen, Eugene Nix. First of all, let me know what's your nationality, right? Now, and I'll answer your question. First off, there is no such thing as mixed people. You can't be predominantly this or predominantly that. You are what your father is. If your father is a white man, then you are a white man. If your father is a Negro, you are a Negro. You understand? If your great-grandfather is a Negro, then that makes you a Negro. Your father's father is an Edomite. If he's a white man, then that makes you a white man, 100%, not 30, not 70, not 60, not 40. You understand? You are 100% the descendant of the Edomites if your great-grandfather is white. All right? He says, my grandmother, my mom's mom, is in the 1970s. I was in a popular to admit such a thing. What? I was in a popular to admit such a thing told us. I could tell you're a white man because you can't even spell. I tell you, he said, no one believes until they see my mom's picture. Yeah, I was told it has to be on the father's side. I haven't gone that extensive in looking yet.
You know why? Why? Don't nobody love a nigga.
Nobody love nigga.
Don't nobody love a nigga man.
He said, I voice dictate and it got messed up. Okay. Oh, okay. I get what you're saying, but you gonna have to start typing, bro. Unless you illiterate, I understand why you're using
like that.
I'm being genuine. Okay. I'm being genuine. Because I got an uncle who can't read. You know what I'm saying? He was mistreated as a youth. You know what I'm saying? So he wasn't taught how to read, so he got to use the voice dictate to get his point across. If that's your issue, then I understand, but try to type because I'm not understanding what you're saying. It says one more time, I voice dictate and the messages get messed up. sometimes, and it's not easy to get. All right, here's what you can do, man. If you don't mind, we got a link that's in this chat. If you want to jump on camera and talk to us about what you saying, because voice dictate ain't helping. All right. So if you want to jump in, hit that link and talk about what you got going on, help me understand if your great grandfather is a Edomite or a Judite or Manassite, whatever the case is. You know what I'm saying? Because it sounds like you agreeing that the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. You know what I'm saying? Edomites are the devil. They are the white man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they are the ultimate deceiver. Okay, we was at camp. What was it, last week? That was a wonderful camp.
Great.
Man, that camp was. I really enjoyed that camp. Yeah,
it was great. It was.
I really enjoyed that camp, man. The controversy, the aggression, man, everything about camp last week in Orlando, Florida was wonderful. You know what I mean? So hopefully the footage will be up soon, you know what I mean? But the brother, whoever, here's the thing, like Officer Itazar was saying, okay, whoever your father is, that's who you are. Okay, so I don't care who your mother is. I don't care who your grandmother is. I don't care who your great-grandmother is or your great-great-grandmother is. I don't care. Whoever your father is, who is your daddy?
Right.
I ain't even got to go back too many. Who is your immediate father?
Right.
That's who you are. You know what I'm saying? If your father was Caucasian, then that's what you are. If your father got off a slave ship, if his forefathers came off a slave ship, then that's who you are. You are a descendant of slaves, okay? And you know what I mean? Like, so that's that. You know what I mean? Like, that's the that's the opening of the class, okay? We are already halfway through the class, and that's just the opening, okay?
Right.
So what I want to get into is the law, right? This is the ISUPK Florida law class, right? And a lot of times what we'll do is kind of we will omit the weightier things of the law. So the law is the law, you know what I'm saying? And one of the more important parts of the law is us taking care of one another. You understand what I'm saying? Black people, Hispanic, the lost 12 tribes of Israel, we have an obligation to take care of those who can't take care of themselves. You understand what I'm saying? So how do we do that? How do you take care of those that can't take care of themselves? So, okay, so it was a law that was given from when we came out of Egypt, okay? And the Most High said, listen, you're going to show brotherhood to your brothers and sisters that can't take care of themselves by doing what? By paying tithes.
Right.
You're going to pay tithes. That's how we're going to take care of it. It says bring the increase into the what does it call it? The house. Get the name. How would you say it? Gabor, you there? Triple Gabor.
Go ahead, sir.
Most High Christ. Give me Matthew 23 and 23.
Come on, sir.
And we'll go there. We'll start with that one. See what it say. I got a couple of precepts written down. If you can come up with something like Tizab or anybody else that's in the class, want to chime in on us Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians keeping the law. So listen, tithes is not okay. Let me try to explain this real quick before we really get into it, because it can be it can be obscured by how we have been mistreated in the earth by our own, brothers and sisters. So Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians that is not really, anointed or sent by the Most High to lead God's people, they'll go and open a church, Itazar. They'll go and start a, Hebrew Israelite group or something. Okay, and they'll say pay tithes. And when you go and pay your tithes and follow them, and just real quick, we follow anything that's easy to follow. In the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, it's not easy to follow us because we actually do what Christ subscribed. We keep the laws. That's rough. I don't listen. That's rough. To listen to what Commanding General Yohana and Commanding and General Mahaiman and General Mayak and General, Hazayan and all the other generals tell you to do. That's rough. That's not easy. They tell you to love another nigga. Okay? Tell you to be compassionate to another brother or sister. You know what I mean? Like these things is not easy. To tell you to be submissive to your God, what does that mean to be submissive? To do what he said. Be obedient. Don't put that in your mouth. If God said you can't put it in your mouth, don't put it in your mouth. I don't care what the oppressors say. I don't care if he said it's, the laws are done away with. I don't care if he say, pork is the other white meat. I don't care if he say, alternative lifestyle, being homosexual is an alternative lifestyle.
I try to help you.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I don't care if he say these things. Don't listen to him. Listen to the God of the Bible. Listen to your father. That's harder. That's the whole thing, how we came out of, you know what I mean? Like we talked about this when we Deuteronomy chapter 28. You know what I mean? The God of the Bible say you got to do what I say to do. Right. You got to do what I say to do. Now how you feel or what you think or what you desire, you got to do what I said to do. And we said, cool. If that means I get to rule over, everybody else, I get to tell them when, when to live, when to come, when to go. They get to, look to me for, want of all things. Cool, I'm with it. But then, after we waxed fat, got comfortable, we say, that birthday cake don't look so bad after all. You know what I mean? Like, why wouldn't God? That's our thing. Why would God not want me to have this? Nigga, who knows? But he said he didn't want you to have it. Now I'm going to go into the God of his mind and figure out why he don't want you to have it. Are you kidding me? Go ahead.
That would be like asking God, why wouldn't he want you to keep your tithe money?
That is wow.
I mean, like the Christian church, right? They go in church,
yes,
and they pay tithes,
right?
They pay extra,
right? So why not ask that Christian pastor, why wouldn't God want me to just keep all my money? Yeah. Why would I have to give you some of my money? Right.
Why would God not want you to keep it?
This sounds like a commercial.
Use it when you need it.
It's your money. This thing. You see what I got to do? It's your money.
It's your money, man. Use it when you need it. Why you gotta give it to a pastor? Why you gotta give it to the priest?
Okay.
Same thing.
Right. You know what I mean? These are questions that need to be answered though. Like we gotta step outside ourselves and look at things objectively. Okay? Look at it objectively. Step outside the box and look at it. This question, these things that we are presenting to you. Come on, be, you know what I mean? Be what word can I use? Be objective. You know what I'm saying? Look at it from a different perspective, what we're saying. and we'll try to break it down for you. Go ahead and read what you got, Trooper Gabawar. Let them know where you at.
Come, sir. The book of Matthew, chapter 23, verse 23. Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, for ye pay tithes of mint. Salakia, sir. For ye pay tithes of mint and anise and cumin, and have omitted the weightier matters of the law, judgment, mercy, and faith. These ought ye to have done, and not to leave the other undone.
Right. You know what I mean? Like, tithes is just as important, okay, as all of the other laws that has been laid down, you know what I mean, from our power, okay? So that's just the beginning. Okay, tithes is just as important as, you know what I mean, not sleeping with your brother's wife. Okay, tithes is just as important as, you know what I mean, keeping the Passover. Okay, tithes is just as important. It's right up there. It's a law. Okay, okay, tithes is a law. Okay, so it says, "Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites!" Right? That who are the scribes and Pharisees of today?
Salaki.
Go ahead.
The Christian pastor, sir.
Yes. He's going to tell you to pay tithes, which is just as important as what? Give me an example.
As any other law. Oh, Salaki.
Any other law? Go ahead.
It's important as not having sex with your brother's wife.
Please. It's just as important as not, you know what I mean, committing fornication. Okay? It's just as important as not eating what God told you not to eat. He gave you a dietary law. Okay? Tithes is just as important as any other law. Okay? Tithes is just as important. Okay? As any other law. Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, for ye pay tithes of mint and anise and cumin, and have omitted the weightier matters of the law. Okay, like they're not these pastors even back then. Okay, it's okay. Come and pay your tithes, and you could be a drug dealer. Just pay your tithes. Come and pay your tithes. You know what I mean? This is telling you, like, these Christian pastors, even back then, just wanted your money. Come and pay your tithes, and you can be gay. God accepts. What does it say? What do they say? They say God loves,
hates the sin, loves the sinner.
Right? Some weird, crazy stuff that somebody came up with.
Right.
What did you say? God
hates the sin and loves the sinner.
Right. God hates the sin but loves the sinner. Are you kidding me? Right. No. Pay me money and I'll tell you that. Pay me money and I'll say God hates the sin. God hates the sin and loves the sinner. You know what I mean? You have omitted the weightier things, you know, matters of the law. You know what I mean? And the law is tithes is just as important as telling a brother and sister, you know what I mean, not to eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. Tithes is just as important as telling a brother and sister you can't be homosexual. Tithes, you know what I mean? But these pastors would tell you tithes is, you know, like sow a seed. Sow a seed, brother. You know what I mean? Like, and you gonna prosper. Give me some money, pay some tithes, and you gonna prosper.
It's kind of a pyramid scheme.
Yeah, it's a pyramid scheme. Exactly. It's a lie. It's a goddamn lie. And that's why when it comes to real brothers like us in the UPK and said, pay your tithe. Now all of a sudden it's like, oh man, all y'all, you know what I mean? Like we've been misled. We've been bamboozled.
Duped.
Yeah, we've been duped. And this scripture just said, woe. And to those that say pay tithes, but you can eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. We don't say that in here. We don't say that in here. Negro, Hispanic name, you can't eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. You can't be homosexual. You can't celebrate your birthday. All of them are the same, just as much as paying tithes.
If I could.
Yeah, but if you in this goddamn school, okay, and you say, you know what I mean, I keep the laws. I don't eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. I don't sleep with my brother's wife. I don't celebrate birthdays. Well, you better be able to say you pay your goddamn tithes. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's all the same. If you're not paying your tithes, you might as well be eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. Okay, go ahead.
If I could, so like what you pointed out is a similarity that the Christian church and the Catholic church have in common, and a lot of Christians won't admit that they are just like the Catholic Church, and a lot of Catholics won't admit that they're like the Christian Church. What you pointed out is something that they share very common. In the Christian Church, you can sin as long as you pay your tithes.
That's what, yeah.
In the Catholic Church, you can sin as long as you come and confess it.
Wow.
They go into a confession booth and they tell the priest what they did, and then he says you've been absolved of your sins or whatever, and now you're free to go. You can do it again as long as you come back and confess them again.
Yeah.
And
it's almost like what you're saying is you can do whatever you want to do as long as you pay this ransom.
Yeah.
There's a ransom to be paid for your wickedness. Yeah. And that's not biblical. Mm-hmm. Okay. The law that we read out of this Bible says you pay tithe and you keep all the other laws, statutes, and commandments. They're all the same. If you don't do one, you're not doing them all. You know what I mean?
And in the Old Testament, you know what I'm saying? You listen, if you paid your tithe and you're not keeping the laws, you get put to death.
Yes.
You get put to death.
Yes.
So I don't understand where they're coming from. And now they say, because we in the New Testament, all the laws done away with. Okay, well, what about tithe?
Okay, well, here's a good question. Why did Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Indians go into slavery? You don't think there was some Negroes paying, you know what I mean, paying tithes and keeping the laws? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's if you do not keep these laws, statutes, and commandments as a family, you're going into, you know what I mean, servitude, which is slavery. Okay, that's that. Okay. So Trooper Gobble War, you with me? We ain't got no other troopers in the chat. Y'all, Shalom, Yahweh Shem Yah Shabrakatah, Trooper Yash.
Shalom, Yahweh Shem Yah Shabrakatah.
My man.
How you guys doing?
Oh shit, we all good. Hey, Trooper Gobble War, can you hear me?
Yeah, come on.
All right, so real quick, and then I'm gonna move on. Y'all brothers did not send me confirmation that you are writing out that test. Okay, I don't mean to get personal on live, but you got to do that you got to send me something confirming that you know what I mean, being diligent. Okay.
Con, sir.
So if I could, Trooper Ayash, give me the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21. Okay? Give me Numbers 18 and 21. All right? So listen. I know it's rough. But, okay, I thought about this like this when I was thinking about doing this class. Here's how we get past. Yeah, it's raining like a mother out there. But here's how we get past the stigma of helping one another. Okay, let me say this. Okay, so like it seems like it's so hard, right, for Black people to help one another. And it's really not. It's really not. Here's the biggest thing. We got to get past asking Esau to help us and us just actually helping one another. Like once you get into the groove or the stigma or the reality of Negroes helping Negroes, you know what I mean? Like be willing to empty your pocket, damn near, you know what I mean? To make sure another brother eat. And then knowing in your mind, when the time comes, if it comes, he'll do the same thing for me. Like we're gonna look out for each other. Like if we can start just like looking at each other, like I got your back. You know what I mean? Like how the other nations look at each other. I think then we can get to the point where we can actually get past. Okay. Another thing is I had a scripture and it was like, I think it's in 2 Timothy. Godliness is not gain. Okay. No, not godliness. What was it? Gain is not godliness. Gain is not godliness. We got to stop looking, you know what I mean? Like in our position in the earth right now, we can't, like, this earth, this is not our rest. You understand what I'm saying? This place is not our rest. This society is not meant for Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians to rule. You can't have, you know what I mean, a Bentley and this, that, and third and be a baller. You can't, because you got brothers and sisters in yourself who can get, you know, who can get unalived at any moment, simply because the color of your skin. Simply because the color of your skin, and you know what I mean? Like we'll have to do another class on that, like color, you know what I mean? Color. But that's how the ruling society base their judgment off of people. Color of your skin. You know what I'm saying? Like when we was at camp, Itazar, this devil, right? He wants to say God loves everybody. And can't we all, we're preaching hate. Well, where is all the hate preaching when, you know what I mean? Where is this devil at when Blacks are getting shot down the streets? Why is he not, you know what I mean, with his speaker and his camera in front of the police departments or whatever, going left, saying, y'all, what are you doing? You know what I mean? We're all supposed to be together. We're all supposed to be one. Where the hell is he at with his camera and speaker there? But when you try to say Black people love Black people, you know, as Hispanic, like when I try to say Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indian people, we're a family. We're a really, really big family. But we got to realize we're a family. Right. We need to stick together. We need to love and prefer one another. When we say that, here he comes with a speaker and a microphone saying we're preaching hate. Well, where the freaking you at when the police are killing Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, locking our kids up on the borders, just all kind of, you know, madness against us? Where the hell are you at when that is happening to us? You know where to be found or seen or heard. But when we say, let's get together and love one another and stick together, oh, no, you're preaching hate. You're preaching hate. You can't be, you know, you can't be holy. You can't be separate from us. We got to be together. Well, why the hell isn't the police shooting white people down and Chinese and Africans down like they do us? Why are you not talking about that? Where's your speaker and your microphone there? You know what I'm saying? It's because we've been downtrodden and tricked and bamboozled and given all kinds of different doctrines, okay, to keep us separated and to keep us like what we read, keep us from the weightier matters of the law. You know what I'm saying? To keep us thinking we can just pay tithes to a Christian pastor and not have to keep, the law of the dietary law or the law of, being homosexual or the law of not sleeping with your brother's wife. You know what I'm saying? Tithes is it's all the same. You know what I'm saying? You can't be telling me to pay my tithes and then, say I can be gay. It don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? The God of the universe, the God of the niggas says, you have to keep all the law, statutes, commandments. You had something you want to say?
Not this one.
Okay. Who got a scripture I called for?
Yes, sir. I'm holding Numbers 18:21, but I also have a question in Ecclesiasticus 40.
All right, give me the numbers. Also. Give me the numbers, and then we'll go to your question.
Con, sir. Numbers 18, verse 21.
Mm-hmm.
And behold, I have given you children of Levi, all the 10th in Israel, for an inheritance, for their service which they serve, even the service of the tabernacles of the congregation.
Right. So, and behold, I have given the children of Levi all the 10th in Israel. That 10th is this is breaking down. Okay, the 10th right now that we just read about is breaking down why you pay tithes. Okay, because the children of Levi at that time, who and what did they do? What were their job? What was their purpose?
Enforce the law.
Right. They were the priests. Who are the priests now?
May, sir?
Go ahead.
Isupk.
Right. Like we hold the priesthood according to Melchizedek, right? Okay, it's no longer about if you are from the tribe of Levi. Okay, now it is if you keep these laws, statutes, and commandments. Now it's if you want to, lead God's chosen people. You know what I'm saying? Now it's if you want to be righteous. Okay, and why do we collect tithes? Why did the Levites get tithes? Why did they get the 10% back then? Why did we give the Levites? It wasn't just for them. Okay, if you were a widower, okay, you went to the priest. Okay, name something else. If you were a widower, or if you know what I'm saying, if just in any condition that you were down, you went to the priest, and they fed you off that 10%. Colonel Khan. Who was that?
I think
okay. I thought that nigga sounded like Officer Casar. I was like,
Thor. Nigga said that shit with Thor.
Yeah. And listen, but the priest, right? You know what I'm saying? That 10%, if back then in the Old Testament, if you were, you know what I mean? Like if you were a widower, if you know what I'm saying, if you were a stranger, whatever it was, you went to the priest and they fed you, they housed you. And we do the same thing in this school right here. You know what I'm saying? Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. That's what we don't buy new cars with the tithes. We don't buy houses, you know what I mean? Not for ourselves. We might buy houses, for the school to house brothers and sisters or whatever, you know what I mean? But that's what the 10% is for, to take care of the less fortunate in our family. Okay? People who don't have it, people who need it. That's what that tithe money is for. And that's what, listen, first of all, you gave the 10% to the Levites so they could eat. And, you know what I mean, whoever else was, you know, that needed to eat also. Back then, they didn't have a light bill. We got light bills now. You know what I'm saying? Back then, they didn't have monthly, you know, rental programs. We got it right now. So in order for us to maintain and be able to raise God's people up, you know what I mean? Raise up this valley of bones, okay? It takes tithes. It takes brotherhood. It takes sisterhood. You got to help us to help other brothers and sisters. You're not helping us to help us. You're helping us so we can help everybody else and raise up this goddamn nation and bring Christ back, you know, cause a revolution. Okay? Keep reading what you got. Read it from the top.
That's what Y'all said, pay those tithes.
Damn right. That's what I'm trying to say. Who was reading?
Sorry, sir, I was on mute. Can y'all
Go ahead. Read it from the top.
Numbers 18:21 from the top. And behold, I have given the children of Levi all the 10th in Israel for an inheritance, for their service which they serve, even the service of the tabernacle of the congregation. 22. Neither must the children of Israel henceforth come nigh the tabernacle of the congregation, lest they bear sin and tithes. Right. And die. Sorry, Slakia, sir, and die.
No sweat. You can drop that, okay? But that's, you know what I mean? And behold, I have given the children of Levi all the 10th in Israel, okay? Now it's not Levi anymore, okay? It's the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. If you say you in this goddamn school, if you say you in the truth, okay, you need to be paying your tithes. Don't just come in here and be like, oh, I don't eat shrimp, crab, and lobster. I'm not sleeping with my brother's wife. I'm not, you know, being a fornicator. I don't smoke cigarettes and weed. You need to say, I'm paying my tithes too. You know what I'm saying? We just read it. You know what I'm saying? The children of Israel inherit henceforth, where we at? 21. And behold, I have given the children of Levi all the 10th of Israel. That 10%, you know what I was thinking about earlier? Check this out. You know what I mean? Like, you want to be, listen, as blacks, you want to say you love God. You want to say you're great and wonderful. Well, listen, God gave you your job. God is the one why you got the job. He's the one why you made the money. He's putting that in your pocket. Well, be great and say, you know what, Lord, what you gave me, I don't even want it. I'm giving it back to you. I can at least give 10% back to you. You know what I mean? I'm giving it back to you, Lord. You're being way too gracious and wonderful to me. Here, take it back. I don't want it. Let other brothers and sisters, you know what I mean, prosper off of what you've given me. Be great in that way. Okay? Stop being selfish. Stop thinking everything is about you. Be about somebody else besides yourself. Okay? If you got to pay tithes, 10%, if that is affecting you that much, well, it's time for you to downgrade from a Mercedes to a goddamn Ford. Okay? Whatever it takes. Be great and wonderful and give it back to the Lord so he can raise his people up. so he can feed somebody else besides you. Okay?
Con, sir. I have a question also, sir.
What was the question?
On tithing. You know,
Okay.
because in the Christian church, they always say, "Will a man rob God?"
I got a scripture about that. I'm gonna get to that one. Go ahead, though.
Con. I mean, if you've been you downgrade, but you still can't afford that 10%. How can you give me some knowledge on that? How would that go?
If you downgrade and you can't
say you downgrade from the Mercedes to a Ford, and with the pinch of life, on Esau throwing on us, and you can't afford the 10%, would you be able to give less than, or how would that work?
All right. I'm trying to understand what you're saying. Okay.
Now, if you can't afford the 10%, that's what I'm saying.
Right. Okay. Basically, at the end of the day, if you can't afford 10%, right? You can't really. Well, you didn't downgrade. You know what I mean? You have not downgraded. If you're at a certain position, you know what I mean, and you're saying you can't afford 10%, you didn't downgrade. You haven't cut. You didn't say. You know what I mean? And I understand because you're already at this certain lifestyle.
Yeah.
My mortgage is already this. I can't just get rid of the fucking mortgage. I can't just sell the house. Okay, fine. I can't just get rid of the car, this, that, and the third. Well, what you want to do is communicate with the officer who is, or the camp leader who is over you, okay? And like lay it out. You understand what I'm saying? Like really just lay it out. Here's something that, you know what I mean, Black people, some people in this school don't really want to deal with. And that is being open about whatever is going on in your life. And I understand we all grown ass men. You know, you're like, tell this nigga what's going on every goddamn facet of my life. Yes, you do. Because if you don't, then you know what I mean. How else am I going to help you? Figure out how to, to give 10%. Like if you can't give 10%, I gotta, be okay. Well, I understand that. Well, maybe you can do this. Maybe you can do that. But it's all about. I'm trying to help you with brotherhood. I'm trying to help you understand how you can, help and do what the Lord wants you to do. You know what I'm saying? Like we got to be open. We got, okay, I got this bill. I got that bill. This is what I'm doing. This is okay. I'm not, we all got a life to live. I'm not going to, like tell you to drop everything. Nigga, you want a nice car? Fine. You know what I mean? But is that stopping you from, like doing what God said to do? Are you omitting the weightier things, the weightier matters of the law? You know what I'm saying? Paying tithes it's okay. We just read a scripture where it say, pay the tithes and don't worry about eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. Okay, right? But here's the flip side of it. So what are you going to say? You're going to say, I'm not going to pay tithes, but I can do this. You know what I mean? I can still, you know what I mean? Say I'm righteous, say I'm good, say I'm this, that, and the third. All we're trying to do is, you know what I mean? Like, be able to help each other, like see what you're supposed to be doing. Like, if you think you're not being selfish, lay out to me your whole goddamn, if I could, lay out to me your whole financial issue. How much you pay for lights, how much you pay for water, how much you pay for gas. You telling me you're not being selfish? You telling me, you know what I mean, you can't afford 10%? Well, lay it out. You know what I'm saying? Show me, what's going on in your life. Because what do we say? You come into the truth to do what? Change your life. You come here to change. Before when you came in here, it was all about you and nobody else. It was about nobody else. But now you come in here, now it's not about you anymore. And it's about your brothers and sisters. It's about the Most High. Okay? So that's the only way we can help you, is by you actually laying it out. You know what I mean? Not holding back. This is what I got going on. You know what I mean? This is where I'm at. This is, how much I pay for this. This is what I pay for that. You know what I'm saying? And, if y'all don't know it already, that's how we get down in here. You know what I'm saying? And I've been given authority to take up the realm, you know what I mean, and start running this thing down here in Palm Beach. And I understand I may have not been, as proficient in it as I should have been, but that's going to change because I got to grow. I got to get better. You know what I'm saying? And me getting better is me getting all in your business. What do you got going on? How can you help the school? How can you help me help the school? You say you in the truth. You under me. Well, you better, you know what I mean? Like, you got to help me. You know what I'm saying? I can't be the only one carrying this goddamn school. I can't be the only one paying the rent here and the lights. You come to this building, you know what I mean? You in the class. Well, I need you to do the same thing I'm doing. Okay? And the men over me require it. So I'm going to require it of you. Okay? So that's you know what I mean? Yash, that's what it is.
Khan, sir.
You know it's being honest and open. That's what it is at the end of the day. Okay?
Khan, that's good. That's out in the air.
Yeah, that's all it is. That's why I brought this. That's why the topic is what it is today. We all got to, you know what I mean? Everybody in this school got to stop, you know what I mean, hiding behind the goddamn curtain. Okay? And it is what it is. And open up and help one another. We're not going to get where we're trying to go if you're trying to, you know what I mean? Listen, nobody's trying to stop you from living your lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to tell you to drop, you know what I mean? I'm not going to do that. I'm a brother. I love you. I'm not going to tell you, you know what I mean, you can't have this or can't have that. No, I'm just going to, if there's something, you might have to, you know what I mean, drop the Netflix account or something, you know what I mean? It's something you can do to, you know, to help your other brothers and sisters. It's something you can do. Go ahead.
Like, what was taught to me, you know what I'm saying, is that you pay, you know what I'm saying, you get your check, you should pay your tithes first.
Mm-hmm.
And so, if let's say you pay
I know
your
where you're going because that's exactly, yes, go ahead.
If you pay your tithe,
yeah,
and then you can't pay your rent,
mm-hmm.
You mentioned it earlier.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, brothers in the Isupk, we're not going to leave you high and dry. You pay your tithes and you can't pay your rent. You know what I'm saying? There's a process that'll help you pay your rent. You feel me? You ain't just gonna pay your tithes and then now you get kicked out your house. You know what I'm saying? That wouldn't be right. That wouldn't be fair. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Thank God to the, you know what I'm saying, Commander Junior Honda, you know what I'm saying, who has the utmost amount of brotherhood. You know what I mean? You know, there's a monetary form. You know what I'm saying? There's things in you know, certain programs set up to help brothers when they in need.
Mm-hmm.
But on top of that, if you pay your tithe, if you put the laws of God first, you know what I'm saying, the Lord will provide whatever you need. You know what I'm saying? So you paying your tithes and, you know what I'm saying, you doing what the Most High saying to do. You know what I'm saying? Not paying, here's how I put it. Not paying your tithes is what's going to keep the Most High from blessing you. It's going to keep the Most High from helping you pay your bills. It's going to keep the Most High from giving you that extra, that bonus that you're looking forward to at the end of every month. You know what I'm saying?
Give me the scripture where it says faith.
Works?
Is is the things seen,
Not hope, I mean,
right?
hope for, but not
seen, right? You know what I'm saying? That's where it's at right there. Somebody said Salakia.
Now you talking about paraphrase when you say faith, substance of things hoped for, evidence of things not seen.
Right. Yes. Because paying tithes is so hard for black people because the situation, our condition. It's about the hardest thing you can do, you know what I mean? Unless you're in the Christian church and you go over there to get, you know what I mean, that emotional high, you know what I'm saying? Because in here, you're not going to get that. You're going to get hardcore facts and truths, you know what I'm saying? So it's going to be harder over here to pay tithes because we're not making you feel good. We're not giving you the rapture, you know what I'm saying? We just telling you to do what God say. I ain't playing a song and, you know, and a dance, you know, to make you, you know, feel all good and wonderful inside and make you, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what word to use, but, you know, make you feel a certain way. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to ride your emotional high. I want you to live in the third dimension. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you to live the American dream. I'm not selling you a dream. I'm selling you reality. Reality is hard. You know what I'm saying? Reality is rough. Reality is, you know what I'm saying, what's really going on. Okay? So, you know what I'm saying? Like, you pay them tithes, that's living in reality and, you know, the hopes and dreams that, you know what I mean, black people will love one another, you know what I mean? And what you're doing will actually, you know what I'm saying, cause a revolution. What you're doing and keeping the law, statutes, and commandments will actually cause, you know what I'm saying, for you to be in a condition in the earth where you don't have to wake up, you know, before the sun comes up and come home before the, you know, after the sun go down and do it, you know, 6 or 7 days a week. Okay. You paying tithes is believing in, you know what I mean, what the Most High God said, the God you can't see, the God you don't hear at night, the God you don't, you know what I mean, you can't smell or taste. Okay. But he told you what to do. Okay. Read who's got it?
Oh shucks. I just paraphrased it. So you want me to find it?
Yes. You got it, Isupk?
Yeah.
Tell the brother what's that.
Hebrews 11 and 1.
11 and 1.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead. Go ahead and read it.
I'm looking for it, sir. One second.
Chapter 11, verse 1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen.
Right. Paying your tithes is the substance of things hoped for. Niggas loving niggas. Christ returning and putting brothers and sisters on top. The Most High God actually doing what he said he was going to do. Okay? Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Okay? You paying your tithes, you don't see, you know what I mean, yourself, where that money's going. But you know what I mean? Like, that is you hoping and believing that, you know what I mean, what the Most High said is real. Brotherhood is real. You understand what I'm saying? That when you need it, it's going to be there. But first, you have to be able to do it blindly. You know what I'm saying? You got to do it for somebody else before it's done for you. You understand what I'm saying? That's it, man. We got to stop looking for. We got to stop looking for something to happen right away. You understand what I'm saying? It's not going to happen right away. It's like you putting in, you know what I mean? How can I say it? Listen, it's just keeping the laws, okay? Keeping the law is you paying your tithe. And the law is when you need something, the priest and the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge will be there for you if you're paying your tithe. That's why the question goes out every week. You paying your tithes? Because if everybody in this school is paying their tithes, when anybody needs something, it's there. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody paying their tithes, nigga, we got it going on. Give me the scripture where it says bring the tithes and offering into the storehouse. I think that's in Malachi, right? Malachi 3 and 8. I'm not sure.
I think it's Malachi 3 and 10, sir.
Okay, give me Malachi. That's what it's all about. If you're not putting it in the damn storehouse, how is it going to be there? Even when you need it. If everybody in this goddamn school, okay, is paying their tithes, everybody's going to be okay. Everybody's going to be okay because it's going to be there. And what you were saying was so crucial, Itazar. Like, this is another thing that I've been taught. Okay, just picture taxes, right? Everybody loves that end of the year tax thing, right? When you get money back. Guess why you get money back? Because you've been putting your goddamn money in there all year. You've been putting it in there. So, goddamn, pay your tithe. Put it in there. So when the time comes that you need it, it's going to be there. You understand what I'm saying? It's going to be there. That's, like you said, that's the first thing you should pay. Because guess why? Because when you put that money in there off of your tithe, off your taxes, you don't even see, you know what I mean? Like, before you can even see your goddamn check, they already took it out.
It's like gross versus net.
Yeah, gross. Yeah, that's it. This is what I made, but this is what I got. You know what I'm saying? Pay the darn tithes right off the ripper. Right off the ripper. So when that time comes, when you need it, you're going to get it right out the ripper. You've been putting it in all goddamn year or 2 years or whatever. You know what I mean? Pay the goddamn tithes, man. So when you need it, it's there. It's in the storehouse. Okay? You shouldn't even, that's the first thing you should pay, is you got their tithe. Okay? So as soon as you need it, it's there. If you pay it right off the ripper, you won't even miss it. We just got to get, you know what? It's muscle. Your muscle, you got to train yourself to do it. Okay? You got to train yourself to do it. Listen, 10%. Let's say you make $100 every year. I mean, every week. It's $10, man. It's $10. Are you telling me you can't take $10 right off the top and drop it in the school? Drop it in your savings account? Drop it in your, you know what I mean? Your backup plan? Pay your goddamn tithes, man. Drop that 10% in before you even pay your goddamn light bill. Before you pay your car note, drop that 10% in. So when that time comes, and Lord, allow it never comes, that you'll need, you know what I mean? You can't pay your car note. The school got you, you know, because you've been dropping it into the storehouse. You know what I'm saying? You've been putting it in. Why can't I make a withdrawal? I've been depositing all of who knows how long. The Lord is going to give me a withdrawal. Okay. Read what you got. Is that the what we say, Malachi?
Malachi, sir.
Hold on.
Malachi 3 verse 10.
Hold on. 8. Please. Yes, start at 8. Malachi.
Start at 8. Okay. Malachi 3 verse 8. Will a man rob God?
Hold on. That's a good question. Where am I at? Man.
Malachi is right before. That's Michael. Malachi is like right before Matthew.
Yeah, I know. That's what I missed it.
End of the
Oh,
O.
there it is.
Right before Matthew.
Yep. Malachi Matthew. Okay. 3 and 8. Read.
Donald Khan, sir. Will a man rob God? Yet ye have robbed me. But ye say, wherein have we robbed thee? In tithe and offerings.
Right. How the hell I rob God? He's God. Well, listen, God set up a system, my nigga. You know what I mean? He set up a system. And you said you was all in. You said you was all into the system. You was all into the program. God don't need your 10%. He don't need it. Guess who needs it, Itazar? Who needs it?
Priest.
Who else needs it?
The people.
Yes, your brother and sister need that 10%. And that's God, that's how he set it up. We trying to make this thing some kind of, like fairy tale thing. You know what I mean? Like, that's the whole problem with this Bible, man. They're trying to make it into some kind of hooky spooky, you know what I mean? Like fourth dimension thing. And everything this Bible is about is in the third dimension right here. Okay? Read it from the top.
Khan Khan. Malachi 3, verse 8 from the top. Will a man rob God?
Will a man rob God? What's the answer to that? And at the same time, hell no. You know what I'm saying? How you gonna rob God? Guess who you robbing? Your brothers and sisters, man. You robbing your brothers and sisters, man. We coming up short because of your neck. You know what I mean? Read.
Khan. Yet ye have robbed me.
Why have you robbed God? Because he loves blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. He loves brothers and sisters, the people that are on the bottom. And we don't even know how to treat one another, man. We don't know how to look out for one another. You robbing your father because you don't know how to be a brother. Read.
But ye say, wherein have we robbed thee?
Right. How I rob God? Just because I ain't pay tithes? Listen, you will willingly and wonderfully pay tithes if I tell you can smoke crack. You'll give it up then. But if I tell you can't smoke crack, then you don't want to pay your tithes. If I tell you can't be homosexual, you don't want to pay tithes. If I tell you can't sleep with your brother's wife, you don't want to pay tithes. Man, pay your goddamn tithes. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Not all of a sudden, we all about money.
Yeah. Now see, it's all y'all. That's all y'all about, man. Some money. Because you ain't telling me what I want to hear.
Oh, look.
You ain't speaking them smooth words.
Now, you know what I'm saying? Tithes is fruits and vegetables. And cumin.
Right.
That's what it said, right? Tithes is cumin, nigga.
You know what that means? You know what that means?
What?
That means, let me tell you, okay? Let me tell you, because in Old Testament time, what did we have? We had produce. It's in the scriptures. We had produce. We had cattle. So you would bring your produce or cattle and you would transition it into money. And then you would bring that to the, you know what I mean, to the priest. Okay? So okay. What you got? You got a car? Sell that mother. You know,
it's easier
Salakia, sir.
Fruits and vegetables and cattle. I mean, it's easier to transport money than it is to transport fruits, vegetables, and cattle.
Right. That's
you
why
you got to spend money to transport cattle and fruits.
Yes. Go ahead.
Salakia, sir. I was saying, I could paraphrase. I think there's a scripture on that also. I don't remember where it's at.
Well, that's why I brought it up, because
Yeah.
it's in the Bible.
Yeah, it's in there. Yes, I know.
Yeah, it's in the Bible. That's in the New Testament. Okay,
Con.
that's in the New Testament. You know what I mean? You're absolutely right. Okay, if you want to go ahead and find it, that's fine. But go ahead and read. Continue reading.
Sir. Malachi 3, verse 8 from the top. Will a man rob God? Yet ye have robbed me. But ye say, wherein have we robbed thee? In tithes and offerings. Verse 9.
Wait a minute. That's heavy what you just read. Because if you look at it, there's a question mark there.
Con.
Okay? It says, wherein have we robbed thee? And you just got the answer. And tithes and offerings. Not only tithes, but when is the last time any mother, brother, sister, cousin, nephew, cousin, uncle made a priest offering? Who's making priest offerings out here? Tithes and offerings. You rob the Most High. You know, listen. I'm not. We are traveling priests. That gas it take to go to Orlando and Tampa and Jacksonville and all these places, that ain't free, my man. That come out of our pockets to go out and push God's law and, you know, push these word, the truth. You know what I'm saying? And you're not going to help me? I got to do it on my own? You robbing God, dog. I got to do it on my own. You in the truth, you in the school, and I got to do it on my own? What the hell are you here for? What are you here for? You robbing God, dog. Read.
Con, verse 9. Ye are cursed with a curse, for ye have robbed me, even this whole nation.
Keep reading.
Verse 10. Bring ye all the tithe into the storehouse, that there may be meat in mine house.
Let me tell you something real quick. The Most High just said, ye are cursed with the curse. You know what that curse is?
Poverty.
Yes. You think it's crazy because you be like, wait a minute now. I make this much. My check is this much. Why am I still, you know what I mean, jammed up? Because when I do the math, I do this, I should be good. I'm still jammed up. Why am I jammed up? You know why? Because you ain't paying your tithes. You curse. You just pay your tithes. I swear, I promise you it'll get better. I promise you it'll get better. You know what I'm saying?
I may, sir.
Go ahead.
That's so heavy that you say that, because it's like they would say in the world, like, it's like my pocket have hole in it every time I get paid.
That's the Lord, dog.
You know,
that's the Lord. That's the God of niggas, the God of the universe. You know what I mean? Trying to get this whole thing, dog. It's not just about tithes. It's about everything, man. He's trying to get us to come back to do the whole goddamn law, everything. He's trying to get us to come back and have brotherhood, man. This book, this Bible is about black people loving black people. You know what I mean? When I say blacks, I mean Hispanics, Native Indians. You know what I'm saying? This book is about us coming back to our culture, our heritage, us living the way God laid it out for us to live. Like God laid out for us to live a certain way. We can't glean the what is it? We can't glean the edges of our field. You know what I'm saying? It's so many different things. Like if we come back, we got to start where we can start. You know what I mean? And where we can start is stop eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. Stop sleeping with your brother, sister. Stop being homosexual. You know what I'm saying? Pay your tithes. You know, we can start where we can start and get back, you know what I mean, to where we're supposed to be. But we got to start somewhere, man. Right now, we don't have fields that we can't, you know what I mean? that we can't glean. You know what I mean? But if we start at least with the milk, and niggas love niggas, you know what I'm saying? We got to start somewhere, man. We got to start somewhere. Okay? Read what you got. Read where you dropped off at. Where
Okay, Honorable Khan, sir. Malachi 3, verse 10 from the top.
Okay.
Bring ye all the tithes in the storehouse, that there may be meat in mine house. And prove me now herewith, saith the Lord of hosts, if I will not open you the windows of heaven, and pour you out a blessing, that there shall not be room enough to receive it.
Listen, do I have to break it down for you? You know what I'm saying?
It's,
Basically, the Most High God, the God of niggas, is saying, trust me. Trust me. Pay your tithes, keep the laws, and I promise you, it's like in Deuteronomy 28. Do the law, and you will rule over the earth. God just said, bring ye all the tithes into the storehouse, that there may be meat in my house. I don't know if you understand this or not, but how can I say this? That house, what's in a house, Isupk? A family. God damn it, this nigga is wonderful. I love you, man. A family is in a house. Okay? And God is saying, man, bring the 10th into my house. Love one another. Put it in the savings account. Build up the savings account for my house. The house of Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. And if you take care of Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, if you love your brother, you know what I mean? Like, I promise you that your blessings will be so great, you wouldn't be able to count it. That's what the Bible just said. But we got to understand what he's saying. You know what I mean? It's not talking about giving a pastor that is taking your money and buying a jet and a house and whores with the money. It's saying bring it into the house of the Most High, the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, the truth. Okay? Bring that 10% in here and help us take care of one another. You understand what I'm saying? Bring that 10% in here and help us pay the light bills in the school across the goddamn globe. Not just right here in Florida, but across the goddamn globe. Because that's where we at. Our family is scattered, what is it, the four corners of the earth. Okay? Pay your goddamn tithes, man. And the Lord will bless you. All you got to do is have faith, right? You got to have that faith, okay? The Lord just broke it down for you, okay? The prophet Malachi told you about it. Bring ye all the tithes into the house, the storehouse, that there may be meat in my house. The Lord wants us to eat, Isupk. Right. He wants us to eat. And prove me. Ooh, wee. I love that part right there. The Lord said, prove me. Try him. Try him. Do it. And let's see what happens, right? Prove me now, herewith. Prove me with this thing I just told you to do. Prove me wrong, the Lord. You know what I mean? Either prove me right or prove me wrong. Just do it, Negro. Because I told you to do it. That's one thing we won't do, man. We won't do what God told us to do. That's the hard. Nigga, God said not to sleep with your brother's wife. Do it. He said not to eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. Do it. Just do what God said to do. Am I wrong? Just do what he said to do. Listen, book of Ecclesiasticus, right? No, Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. The duty of man, your whole duty, the duty of man is to keep, what does it say? Keep to the will of God, basically.
Yeah, keep the commandment.
Yeah.
Let's hear the conclusion of
the conclusion of the whole matter is to do what God said to do. And right here in this same book, God is telling you to bring the tenth into the storehouse, guys. Pay your goddamn tithes. What is wrong? Why not? You say you love God. Well, if you love God, you'll pay, your tithes to the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. You understand? You'll help push this revolution. Okay? And prove me now herewith, said the Lord of hosts. That's ooh. I just wish y'all, when I read certain words, it just the Lord of hosts. Do you know what that means? Trooper, do you know what it means when it said the Lord of hosts?
God, sir, his army.
The God is a man of war all the time, every day, all day. He's ready to go to war for you, man. He is the most high warman. Nobody has a better war plan than him. You know what I mean? And if you keep these laws, statutes, commandments, he will implement his war plan for you. Unalive everybody. Put them in submission for you. All you got to do is keep the law, statutes, and commandments. And what paying your tithes is part of the law, statutes, and commandments. Okay? So if you're in the Israelite school, in or out of this goddamn school, if you listen to what we say and you agree, send your tithes in. Send your tithe money in. Isupk.com. Okay? Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. Pay your tithes, man. Okay? You got something? Go ahead.
Yeah, if Kayal could get Kayal Yash, if you could get 6 and 21, same chapter. Same book.
Same book, 6 and 21. God on God, sir.
6 and 21. Malachi?
Malachi don't go there.
No. Oh, my bad. We in Malachi. Matthew 6 and 21.
Okay.
Next chapter. Next book.
Next book. 6 and 21.
6:21. Gotcha.
Yes.
God on God. Matthew 6 and 21.
Start at 20. Start at 19.
19. Matthew 6, verse 19. Lay not up for yourself treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doth corrupt, and where
lay not up for yourself treasures upon earth, where moth and dust doth corrupt. You understand? You trying to save up your cash to what? Get a house, get a car. You know what I'm saying? Plan a future for your children. That's what they all say. You know that, right? They all saying
I deal with them. They love their children.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They won't. Listen, their whole life plan is to make sure their children got something off your ass. Man, it's crazy.
And the problem is, in 20 years, them kids gonna be broke and doing the same thing you was doing for them. Man. They gonna be saying the same thing. I'm doing this for my kids. Yep. So what happened to what you was doing for them? You know what I'm saying? Lay not up for yourself treasures upon the earth where moth and rust does corrupt. You know what I'm saying? Meaning these things are corruptible. These things can be corrupted. It's not saying that your money gonna literally be corrupted by moth and dust and rust. You know what I'm saying? It's not. It can be. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It can be tossed in a fire and burnt up. Mm-hmm. It can be, spent on whores. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? Read on.
Con, sir.
Where it says, and where thieves
break through and steal.
Right. It can be stolen. Mm-hmm. That money right there could be stolen. Read on.
If I may, sir, Salakia. Remember the situation with Usain Bolt, the track star guy, and all his money that was stolen, 11 million that was snuffed out of his account.
I'm not familiar.
Yeah, he wasn't paying his tithes, I guess. He's
Oh
super
no,
rich.
well, he ain't got to. I know he wasn't paying. If he was paying tithes, he wasn't paying to no priest.
Colonel Khan.
He was probably paying tithes to Joel Osteen, who had it hid in the bathroom somewhere.
Right, in the wall somewhere.
Yeah.
My nigga. Yash, you own it, boy. He wasn't paying his tithes. Damn right. Go ahead.
Colonel Khan, verse 20. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven.
Damn right. Read again.
But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven.
Lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven. You know what I'm saying? It's not talking about the fourth dimension, what God is. Because God don't need money in heaven.
Mm-hmm.
God don't need, what the hell he need money for in heaven? When he's the creator of the universe. You don't need money in his heaven. Heaven is on earth, and that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother class. But it's saying lay up for yourselves, not for God, not for the angels, not for grandmama them who dead and gone, but for yourselves, meaning you, your family, your descendants, your children's children. Lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, meaning put the money up for the kingdom of God. You understand? Pay your tithes is what it's saying. You understand? Give your offerings to the priests who are working to build the kingdom of heaven.
That's right.
Read on.
Colonel Khan. Where neither moth nor rust does corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal.
Right. Your money is safe here. Your money is safe in the possession of Commander Junior Hunter.
That's right.
Your money is safe in the possession of Captain Shawarya Allah.
That's right.
Your money is safe in the possession of officers in the shop. You understand? That here, your money is safe. Ain't nobody gonna steal it.
That's right.
Ain't no mob gonna corrupt it. It ain't gonna get spent at the strip club.
That's right.
It ain't gonna get used to buy no convertible or no Lear jet.
That's right.
You understand? Not unless that jet is to bring Christ back.
Or to take us to the UK.
or to take us to the UK. You know what I'm saying? Because work needs to get done in the UK.
Right. Right.
We got brothers and sisters in the UK that don't even know who Commander General Hunter is. They don't even know who Christ is. The real Christ, the black, the nigga God. You understand? Nobody even knows the nigga God over in the UK. You know what I'm saying? If not for Captain Parashi and them over in the UK. You understand? So it's work that needs to be done over there. Pay your tithes so that those brothers and sisters can live a life. At least maybe if they pay maybe if you pay your tithes, maybe it's somebody in the UK that'll actually pay their tithes and not have to be told. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's somebody over in the UK, and I don't mean it's not an offense to nobody. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to offend you. But hell, if you don't want to pay your tithes, maybe it's somebody in the UK that will. You feel what I'm saying? But it has to get done. Read on, verse 21.
Colonel Khan, verse 21. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also.
Read again.
For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also.
Where your treasure is, there will your heart be also, man. Your money is where your heart is. That's what it's saying.
Right.
If you would rather go to the strip club and spend every last dollar you made for the week on some whore on a pole who's never gonna talk to you a day in her life, after you leave that strip club, that's where your heart belongs, man.
If I may.
Go ahead.
Like what you're saying, man, that scripture is so heavy. Like where your money is, where you spending, you know what I mean? Like where you are actually spending your money, where you are investing your money. That's where you how can I say it? That's where, you know what I mean? That's where you're trying to see a return at.
Yeah.
Like if you are spending your money with black people, Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Indians, you want to see a return on that investment.
Right.
I'm spending my money over here with Negroes because I want to see them grow. I'm putting it into them because I want to see them do better. Now I cannot do that and just spend it on myself because I want to see myself do better. I want to see myself in a nice car and a big house, and you know what I mean, and living nice and lovely and no worries and this, that, and the third. But if I put this money into the ghetto, into Commanding General Yohana's hand, who knows how to raise up blacks, who knows how to get Negroes off of drugs, who knows how to get women off of stripper poles. If I put the money in his hand, then I'm investing in niggerdom. You know what I mean? I'm investing in niggas, you know what I mean, rising to the top. That's where my stock is at, in Negroes. Yeah. Not in, you know what I mean, Esau's economy, you know what I mean, paying, you know, this, that, and the third, helping his economy grow. How can I say, I'm going against the grain. You know what I mean? I'm putting my money into what are they like? There's certain stocks you put your money, you know what I mean? They'll be like, don't put your money in these Bitcoin. Yeah, because it's, you know what I mean, it's a risk. Yeah, I'm putting my money where it's all risk. Yeah, it's nothing but risk. You know what I mean? I'm risking my life that niggas will run the earth again. I'm gonna put my money in that. If
you put your money in stocks, you know what I'm saying? It's, like you said, it's a risk.
You know?
That it might, like the scriptures say, it does corrupt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It can go bad for you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Put your money in the Most High.
Yeah.
Where it ain't gonna go bad for you, man.
You can't go wrong.
You can't miss.
You can't miss. Don't miss.
Don't miss.
You won't miss if you pay your tithes to the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. You won't miss. I'm telling you. Okay?
So yeah, you know what I'm saying? Where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. That's what you care about.
Right.
If you putting your money into, you know, that Rhea, that drug Rhea,
right,
that's what you care about. You just care about getting some drugs, selling it to your people, you know what I'm saying, making it come up. Yeah. You care about, you know what I'm saying, you care about whores. How many women look at you because of the jewelry you got around your neck, you know, your wrist. Right. You know what I'm saying? You care about, you know what I'm saying, having the nicest house in the white neighborhood. Mm-hmm. That's what you care about. That's what your heart
pulling up to that gate and that thing do like this.
Yeah, that's what you care about. That's what you care about. Yeah. That's what this scripture is saying. Yeah. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also.
Right. That's right.
That's what you love. That's what you care about.
That's right. What's your heart?
Your heart is your mind.
Your mind. Your thoughts is in, you know what I mean, in the gated community. Your mind is in the nice big car. Your mind is, you know what I'm saying, in the world. And the scriptures say, be not of the world. Right. You know what I'm saying? But if you are of the world, then that's where your heart, that's where your mind, that's where your money will be. Okay? But if you are not of this world, you know what I'm saying, then you'll be in this Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. You know what I mean? You'll be investing into that. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
All right. Shit, that's it. We ain't got no questions or nothing. Everybody Tawab. Ayash, you Tawab?
I had a question, but I'll do it next week.
What's your question?
I lost the scripture now. It was in Ecclesiasticus. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, well, what's tonight? Wednesday. So yeah, you can hit me. You know,
yeah, I'll hit you up
whatever, call me, whatever. Yeah. Or you know what I mean, you can wait till the Monday night scripture breakdown class, because that question you got, somebody else probably got the same question. That's why that class is so important. That's the mandatory class. You bring all your questions. Bring all your questions, all your concerns, because somebody is in that class and got the same questions and concerns you have. You know what I'm saying? Any other class after that, we're just trying to break it down to you. You know what I mean? We're just trying to get it blood raw. You know what I mean? All right?
Good.
So the water to you for being in the class. You know what I'm saying? Strong trooper coming up in this troop. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, just, you know what I mean? What I said earlier about that test, keep doing what you're doing. Okay? Anything you want to add, Itazar? All right. So the water to everybody in the class, you know what I'm saying? We go ahead and salute everybody out. We're going to go ahead and end the class. Let y'all go ahead and get your night in. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shabrak a thumb to the brothers. Okay. Yahweh Shemal Athun by Hashem Yahweh Shai to the sisters. Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. We started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yohana, not affiliated with any other Hebrew Israelite group. Okay, since 69, we've been teaching Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are the Most High's chosen. And with that comes responsibility and, you know what I mean, and laws, okay? So this is the Wednesday night law class. The water for everybody for dropping in and, you know, and tuning in and getting it in with us, okay? And we'll be right back in this building Friday, okay, doing the Lashawan Kodash class with Officer Itazab at the helm, okay, teaching Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indian their true holy tongue, their language. You know what I'm saying? That's so crucial because it's so crazy how, you know, we was at camp and I say, who could tell me the language we spoke, you know what I mean, 500 years ago when we got off the slave ship? Because, you know, they had to teach us how to speak English. They had to teach us how to speak Spanish. They had to teach us how to speak French. What language did you speak before that? Well, get in the class Friday night and Itazal will break it all down for you. You know what I mean? Give it to your blood raw. And I love it. You know what I mean? So with that, shalom. Okay? Most High in Christ. Blood raw.